This is Captain Myers. Got a gorgeous view of the Rockies below you. We're expecting good weather all the way into the St. Louis area.
That's bad.
So relax and enjoy the flight.
Hey, guys, no running. Excuse me, how much longer until we land?
Oh, let's see. How's another 2 hours sound? Can I get you anything else?
Hey, Jason, give Rocky back to your sister. Hey, Susan, no hitting. Come on. It's their first flight. They're very excited.
Oh, I was the same way on my first flight.
How long have you been flying?
12 years now.
Oh.
Yep, since I was right out of college. It's nothing to worry about, it's just mild turbulence. Captain hasn't even turned on the seatbelt sign. Flying's safer than driving. Trust me.
Hey, you see? No problem.
Okay, great. How are things in the main cabin?
A little lively.
Everything's pretty quiet up here.
Oh, I feel old. I just told a passenger I've been doing this for 12 years.
I've only been flying for 1 year, and it feels like 12 years. I'll see if the captain wants more coffee. Who's for more coffee or juice?
What, no fancy latte or cappuccino?
Would that be double decaf, hint of cinnamon, or Colombian dark?
No Guatemalan roast?
I'm a purist. Hot and black every time.
One black, one with milk.
Thanks. How about you? Thank you.
We're getting a rudder alert.
That can't be right. Feels fine.
Please, remain in your seats. Return to your seats. Fasten your seatbelts. Down, honey. Fasten your seatbelts. Remain seated at all times while the seatbelt sign is on. I'll find out what's happening.
Rudder light's back on again.
Can't be.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Sir, please, can you stay seated, please?
Thank you.
Throttle back. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I've been in this kind of turbulence before. Are you hurt? I've always dreaded it, but I thought it would happen on my very first flight.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It'll all be over soon. Sweetheart, I love you so much. I love you so much.
Full left rudder. Full left
U.S.
rudder.
Regional 662, Denver
Controls
Center.
responding.
We're showing a rapid descent. Current status.
Come on!
662, do you wish to declare an emergency? 662, do you read?
Come on!
Twinkle, little star.
Pull up! Pull up! We're not gonna make it!
Renee!
Hi, Mark. Whew.
You're low?
All right. Ah,
There you go.
we still on for dinner?
Oh, you better believe it. I found us a new Italian restaurant. Very, very fancy.
Sounds good.
Is your son going to let you go?
Oh, now don't start on that. Are we ready?
I'll tell you after I check that my heart is still beating.
Hey, Mom, you gotta check out this new cyberjunk webpage. It's awesome. Pieces of data just floating through space, and if you can haul one in, it's yours. Hi, Mark.
Patrick, how are you? Enjoying your vacation?
Sure. You guys going out again tonight?
Yeah, we won't be late, though.
No sweat.
Hello? No, that's okay. What's up? When? Okay, I'll be ready. It was a trans-regional wide body, Flight 662.
Isn't today?
Yes, it's a 6.
What happened?
Jet crash, no survivors.
The National Transit Safety Board Regional Director has called in an investigative team from Washington, D.C.
Hey, Mom, they're talking about you on TV.
Right. I'll be there in 20. CNN's already got a feed out of Denver.
That's just what the families need to see right now.
The office is yelling for me.
I thought the FAA only yelled at the NTSB.
Yell at you guys. Maybe a little interagency grumbling, but no yelling.
You know, this could be a long one.
There's always the telephone.
Unconfirmed reports have said that the aircraft went
See ya.
into a sudden dive.
Patrick, you're gonna have to stay with your dad in Carmel. No arguments, please. Not tonight.
Here she is.
Donald, can't believe they dragged you out at Dark 30. I mean, Snyder's the IIC, isn't he?
Well, that was the plan, but no one can get hold of him.
You're kidding. I thought his pager was grafted to his body.
Well, he's not answering it, and we don't have time to wait for him.
So you're taking the go team?
No, you are.
Thanks, Donald.
Don't worry, nobody knows you're a white-knuckle flyer but me.
Let's keep it that way.
Just breathe.
I will. Thanks, boss.
Tie it up. Mark it over there. Got it? All right. Hang on a second.
Bring him up here. All right.
Up to the truck, boys.
Watch yourself. That steel cutter. What's up?
Yeah, Tom. This here's the bottom. Line him up right there, tag. Just a little more. Let's go, guys. Got it.
National Transportation Safety Board's investigator in charge, Renee Brennan, has just arrived at the Fort Collins crash site. She will be working closely with the Federal Aviation Administration and the FBI, who have also been called in.
We should probably move this one to section 2.
Hi, Brennan. I was expecting Snyder. Guess he's shacked up with a bottle and a broad somewhere. Sorry we didn't clear a road in for you.
No problem. Just make sure they cut a turnaround for the flatbed.
It's happening. We found one engine almost intact.
How about boxes?
Not yet. We're searching what's left of the tail section. That's where all the flight boxes are carried.
Right.
They probably bounced free of the tail section during the crash. We're searching for them, but the plane bounced along for almost half a mile, disintegrating as it went.
Green.
Yeah.
Just like Seattle.
Guess we're gonna take this one up to Section 3, huh?
Excuse me, this is a restricted area.
Renee Brennan, NTSB.
Special Agent Wallace, anti-terrorist unit.
Well, this wasn't the work of terrorists.
Listen,
The bomb didn't bring this plane down.
what makes you so sure?
Okay, let's
The wreckage would be different. It'd be much more fragmented, scattered over a greater distance.
Do you think this was just an accident?
I didn't say that.
I think it's a coincidence that this jet dropped out of the sky a year to the day after Trans-Regional Flight 331 crashed in Seattle.
Not really. But for now, the only evidence we have indicates an aircraft accident.
Or a very nasty anniversary present.
Okay, this area's clear.
Oh, hi.
Renee, I can barely hear you.
I'll move. I'll get to higher ground.
Okay, that's better. I've been watching you on TV. I wanted you to know what happened to Snyder. He was mugged.
Snyder was mugged? Oh, my God, when?
Yesterday, when he was jogging on the mall.
Is he okay?
Well, he will be, but he's got his jaw wired and a couple of bones pinned, so there's no way that he'll be joining you on the investigation.
Donald, I'm losing you. I'm sorry, I lost you.
I'm glad it could be you, Renee.
Who is this?
A fan.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I admire your work. Do you admire mine?
No. No. I don't.
Then stop me.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Take it easy.
Why didn't he call the press or the airline? Why me?
You're the NTSB investigator in charge.
But how would he have known that? I was a last-minute replacement. Here comes Mr. Smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Renee Brennan, Mr. Pierce. I'm not sure if you remember me.
Oh, sure, I remember you, Miss Brennan. Man's not likely to forget someone who nearly put his company out of business.
I was just doing my job in Seattle.
Really? I thought your job was to deal with the facts. And you're,
FBI. Special Agent Wallace, anti-terrorist unit.
Well, here we go again.
We're investigating all the possibilities, Mr. Pierce.
Is that what you think happened here, Miss Brennan? Are we to be treated to another one of your reports predicated on pure fantasy?
Just because I couldn't prove what was in my Seattle report doesn't mean it was a fantasy.
Only just getting them back into our flames. Now this.
I know it's a difficult situation for all of us, but if you and I don't find a way to work together, it could get a whole lot worse. And that includes a little civility.
You're right, of course. Sorry, I apologize. Oh, Agent Wallace, a question. In your experience, when planes crash, does the FBI get crank calls claiming responsibility?
It happens.
Just occasionally?
No, all the time.
But this guy wasn't a crank. You just had to hear his voice to know that.
But based on a threat and a hunch, you expect me to ground my airline?
Look, if someone yells fire in a crowded building, do you evacuate the people or just leave them there while you wait to see if it's a false alarm?
Point well taken, Miss Brennan, point taken. All right. I'll talk to my people, clear it with the FAA, and take the appropriate action. Excuse me. Terrible thing.
Yes, sir.
Like everyone, my thoughts and prayers
You're
are with
kidding.
those who lost loved ones last night.
And then he asked me what I was doing for the
I'm also greatly concerned, as to the safety of America's flying public. Now, there's been a lot of speculation and rumor as to the cause of the crash. Well, I'm not waiting for confirmation or speculation before I take serious action. That's why we are doubling airport security. We are doubling aircraft inspection to ensure that a tragic incident of this nature can never occur again. At the same time, we will be working hand in hand with the FAA and the NTSB as we continue our normal schedule of flights.
What about the NTSB?
Good question. Glad you asked it. Wrong man to answer it. We do, however, have with us a highly qualified spokesperson from the NTSB who can handle any question in that regard. Ms. Brennan, would you take the podium, please? Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Renee Brennan, NTSB.
Ms. Brennan, do you agree?
I'm gonna have to be a bit short on specifics at this early stage of things, but I'll do the best I can.
Miss Brennan, could this crash have been a terrorist act?
That's under investigation, although no group has come forward to claim responsibility.
Is that why the FBI was brought in?
That's right. I can't answer any more questions at this point. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Miss Brennan, please.
I'm
just
sorry.
one more question, please.
Sorry. Anything for room 471?
There you are.
Thanks.
Didn't mean to scare you.
It's okay.
Did you expect Pierce to do something else?
Yeah, I expected to find some integrity. I was wrong.
Can't the NTSB just ground transregional?
Only the FAA can order formal action. All we can do is make recommendations.
Maybe somebody should have a talk with those guys.
Yeah. Somebody should. Good night.
Renee.
Mark. Where'd you come from?
It seems we're neighbors.
But what are you doing in Colorado?
I just wanted to let you know how proud of you I am. The FAA wanted to send another rep down to deal with the airlines, and I seemed as good a choice as any.
So, you're the one who let Pierce slide on this?
Oh, come on, Renee, that's not fair. You know what kind of a tricky spot the FAA is in? We're there to protect the passengers, but we're expected to look out for the airlines, too.
Well, that's a heck of a balancing act.
Yeah, sometimes it's a real bad deal.
So the separate room is you figured I'd be mad at you.
Aren't you?
No, not anymore. I'm too tired to be mad.
Come here.
Sometimes I miss just being a tin kicker. I mean, I have to deal with so much more now. Being around the families, I mean, it's the hardest part.
Listen, I think I should let you rest.
Not yet. They're file marks. Tony did it. Now we see how.
Renee.
Agent Wallace, FBI. Mark Ettinger, FAA inspector.
How you doing? Welcome to the party. Filing down one part would be enough.
If that part's a rudder control valve, it would.
Wasn't that report of yours about rudder valves?
Right. You've read it?
Are we talking about that Seattle report?
Yeah, after Pierce mentioned it yesterday, I dug up a copy, figured I should take a look.
Did you learn anything?
Well, there are 4 things that could cause a Seattle plane to lose rudder control.
5, if you're counting the pilot.
But wasn't one of them stress wear?
Exactly.
But the rest of your team settled on pilot error as the cause of that crash.
I couldn't prove anything then. Now I can. The FAA has to ground Transregional right now.
I'm gonna need to see lists of both flights. Passengers, flight crew, ground crew.
What are you looking for? A target?
Or a perpetrator.
Listen, if you hand this thing over to the Bureau, you can kiss your control of this investigation goodbye.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Wallace. Hello?
TRA are still flying.
What is it you want?
Anyone should know it's you, Renee.
What's so special about me?
Don't you know yet?
No.
You will.
Captain Work, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting reports of some thunderstorms up ahead, so I'm going to be putting the seatbelt sign on for just a moment.
Who's on a plane?
They're letting the passengers on? We're not quite ready.
Hey, we're late. Let's go.
All right.
Transregional flight 795 is now ready for boarding at gate 28. How well have we stopped on this flight? Looks pretty good.
Cut that out.
Leave your brother alone.
Mom.
Patrick, what are you doing here?
Well, Dad had to go to a book convention in San Francisco. It was a last-minute thing. Didn't he call you?
No.
Thought you might want me to be here with you. A little moral support, something. Guess I was wrong.
No, of course not. I'm glad you're here. I am.
The ticket was charged on your credit card. The in-flight caller Renee was too.
God, I hadn't even noticed it was missing.
Then I saw men seated on them were those to whom judgment was committed.
Patrick, I didn't know you were coming to open.
It was a surprise.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me.
Where are you going?
To pay my respects.
Of course.
This is the first resurrection. Blessed be those who share in God's name. Amen. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted.
I know who you are. I saw you on TV. He's my husband and my sons. Look at them. They were the most important thing I'll ever have, and you took them away from me.
My mother didn't take anything away from you, all right?
Oh, this is your son. You still have a family. How wonderful for you. You should have warned us it wasn't safe. You should have stopped all this from happening.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. You will never know how I feel.
I do know how you feel. I do.
Oh, do you? Do you?
Come on, Mom, we better go. All right, let's go.
I'm sorry.
You didn't bring that plane down, Mom.
If I'd have fought harder for grounding, this wouldn't have happened.
You did your job, right?
My job in Seattle was to stand up for what I believed in about that crash.
You did your best in Seattle, Renee.
No, I didn't. I helped them go after the easy target, the popular target. Pilot error. Isn't that the FAA's golden rule?
Come on, let's get out of here.
Mom, I'm okay.
What happened?
Come on over here. Are you okay?
I'm all right.
I'm sorry, darling.
Patrick, you okay?
Well, what is it you found? Let's keep the traffic right back.
Well, it wasn't an accident, but I guess you figured that part out. He tampered with the steering, and he plugged this in the engine under the hood. So it made you lose power. It's programmed for a 15-second blackout.
He's been playing with me.
Which means you're going to need security from now on.
From now until when?
Until we catch him.
They want us down at the docks.
What's up?
Well, they wouldn't tell me. They said we'd never believe it if we didn't see it ourselves.
Mark? I'm sorry for all the smart talk in the car.
No sweat. Come on.
I'd like to talk to you.
I finally made some brownie points.
Heads up, people. Take it easy. Okay, that's it. Bring it down slow. Watch it. Come on.
We fished this out of the water about an hour ago.
What is it?
It's a rudder control valve.
You'll never guess where it came from.
This is the Seattle plane. What's it doing in a hangar in Oakland?
Transregional wanted it reconstructed away from the Seattle area. This hangar's been empty for a long time.
So our boy just walked in and took this?
Wouldn't have been that hard. Once the final report's filed, these places don't have any more security than your average public storage unit.
This is eerie.
I've spent the better part of a year putting this thing back together. Every time I walk in here, I feel the same. Here we go. Right here, this is where it came from.
Roger. Transregional 331, climb and maintain at 35,000. Leaving 290 at this time.
Seattle, Roger.
Hey, what was that?
Easy now.
I've got a problem here.
It's a rudder alert.
Controls aren't responding.
Just do it manually.
It's not working manually either.
Come on, give it all you've got.
Hold up. We're not gonna make it.
Keep trying.
God, no.
He wants us to keep thinking about the crash in Seattle last year. That's the key.
Maybe we find that connection, we can find him.
What about my airline till then? I mean, it's been 8 days now. You can't expect me to keep my planes on the ground indefinitely.
Oh, would you rather have him just bring them down one by one?
Maybe it's just a question of increasing security.
You really think that'd stop him?
Consider Lockerbie. Was Pan Am made to ground its entire fleet at that time, or TWA Flight 800?
Explain it to him, Donald.
Well, I certainly understand your point of view, Renee, but I also hear what he's trying to say. After all, we have to consider what's best for the country as a whole.
Bear in mind that thousands of my employees have already taken a huge financial hit because of this shutdown.
Are we here to save lives or save jobs?
I would hope we're trying to do both, Miss Brennan.
A fax, sir.
Thanks. It's the cover of a magazine with a picture of a plane crash.
So this week's issue?
No. Someone sent us the cover of a 30-year-old magazine.
It's from him.
His fax number's on it. This came from right here in town.
Let's go!
Stay here! Other way, buddy.
FBI, everybody stay where you are, please.
Everybody stay right where you are.
There's the terminal. Where's the person who was using this computer?
I think he went to the restroom.
Go, go, go!
To the airport, please.
Sure thing.
He's gone. What's the significance of this plane crash?
It was just outside Madison, Wisconsin. It happened during an ice storm.
So what's the connection?
Her.
Who is it?
It's me.
Well, I guess I'm not surprised to find you here.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No. He cut deeper than I was ready for this time.
How come you didn't tell me about it?
I haven't talked about it with anybody in a long, long time. I went through the first 8 years of my life as a happy, regular kid with a happy, regular family. A mom, a dad, a little brother. They were everything to me. And then in an instant, they were gone, and I was still here, alone. For a long time afterwards, I thought it was my fault, and that I was being punished.
Yeah, but now, it's...
No, I've gotten over that, pretty much.
Come on. Yeah, well, I guess it explains it.
What? What does it explain?
About your obsession for work? About us? I can understand now why you put up a wall between yourself and the people who try to love you, Renee. Come on, let's go back to the hotel.
You go back without me.
Renee.
I need a little more time.
Renee, come on.
How long have you been here?
Not long. I tried to get your attention, but you were barely even coming up for air.
Swimming helps me focus my thoughts.
And?
I've been thinking about our guy. How he's targeted me from the beginning. There would have been an easy way for him to know in advance that I was going to be the IIC.
But I thought you said you were a last-minute replacement.
That's just it. He would have known I was going to be the IIC if he took steps to clear my way to the job.
Like mugging your colleagues. Very nice of him to be so concerned about your career advancement.
Everybody knew I was next in line.
Why are you so important to him?
I don't know. I don't know. I wish the heck I did. But if he's the mugger, maybe somebody saw him.
Maybe we can pick up his trail.
That's what I was thinking. But we've got to do something because Pierce is going to start putting the pressure on to get his planes back up there.
Didn't Mark tell you?
What?
The FAA is letting them fly tomorrow.
Why didn't you tell me Pierce was sending his planes back up? Did you think I wouldn't notice?
You had a lot on your mind, and I was afraid that it might make you feel worse.
Of course it makes me feel worse. But I had a right to be heard before a decision was made.
You were heard. And it's the FAA that decides, Renee, not you. Everybody understands your point of view, and it was carefully considered.
And then thrown aside, just like after Seattle.
Renee. Look, we'd all like to live in a perfect world, one where there's no bad guys and no bad stuff happening, but that is not the real world. It's not the one that we all have to deal with.
Yeah, the real world.
What are you doing?
You were right back in Denver. Times when I should just be alone.
Oh, come on, Renee.
Look, you're not the one I have to focus on now. He is.
Michael? Will you stop following me around with that camcorder? You make me feel self-conscious. This is fun. Yeah, this is fun. I'm doing the laundry. This is fun. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, quick. The laundry on record? I'll keep this self-conscious. Yeah, this is fun. Oh, this is amazing. Put that thing down. Get in the laundry on record.
What do you think?
All right. Thank you.
Of course not.
I miss you so much, honey.
Michael? Michael?
What are you doing?
Hey, taxi!
Mom? You know you should keep the door locked under the circumstances.
You're right.
You okay?
Not really. It's not safe for you to stay here with me, but I can't reach your dad. It's gonna be a couple of more days before we go back home.
That's fine. You know, I'd worry about you if I wasn't here with you.
That's good to hear.
Good night, Mom.
Night, Daddy. Love you.
Love you too.
Senator Freeman's office. May I help you?
Yes, this is Mark Ettinger of the FAA. Did someone at this number page me a minute ago?
Yes. One moment, please.
Mr. Ettinger? Hey, I'm really glad I was able to track you down. I'm Mel Vicente, Chief of Staff of Senator Dan Freeman of Tennessee.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
As you probably know, there are air safety hearings coming up in the Senate. And your folks at the FAA thought you'd be a good man to brief the Senator before he has to get out there in front of all those cameras.
Of course, I'd be honored. When would this be?
Well, the hearings start tomorrow, so we need you out here ASAP, so to speak.
I don't know.
Oh, look, I understand it's kind of on a short notice, isn't it? And I do have other names I can call.
No. Look, I could probably manage it.
See, I've been checking the schedule. Now, if you could make it out to the airport for a 9:30 flight, we could have a ticket out there for you.
Okay, why not?
Kid, just go and pick it up at the trans-regional desk.
Trans-regional?
That's all right, isn't it? They seem to have plenty of space.
Of course. Sure, why not?
Yeah. Mom? You got a call.
Who is it?
Mark?
Get a number and I'll call him back.
She'll have to call you back, Mark.
Tell her I'll get in touch when I get back to Washington.
Sure.
She doing okay, Patrick?
Yeah. She's okay.
Well, you take care of her, huh? Maybe the three of us can have dinner in D.C.
All right, yeah. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Patrick. Oh, Patrick, tell your mom that...
Final boarding call for Trans-Regional Flight 729 to Washington, D.C.
Did you get a number from
I'll
Mark?
take that, Renee. He said he'd call when he got to Washington.
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
Did he leave a message?
No.
Where was he?
It sounded like he was at the airport.
May I take your coat, sir?
Yeah, thank you.
May I get you a drink after we take off, sir?
Coffee, black.
Certainly. Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
I'll get you some first aid, sir. Be right back. Oh, God.
Is there any chance at all that he, took another flight?
No.
Oh, God.
We know he picked up his ticket and he was on the manifest.
Does anybody know why he was going back there?
I was hoping you would.
He phoned me from the airport, but I didn't take the call. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
What happened isn't your fault, Renee.
Isn't it? I know it was our guy. He did this to get at me. Don't you understand that?
I don't know how long it'll last, but Transregional's been grounded again. Maybe you should take a little time off.
No. I'm taking a lot of time off.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to catch you. I heard about Mark. Renee, I am very sorry. I also heard you're leaving the investigation.
I'm not playing his game anymore.
But his game isn't over.
Well, my part of it is. As far as I'm concerned, he's won.
So you're going back to Washington?
My son and I are going home. That's all I have left now.
Got a couple of guys there running down a lead on that Snyder mugging. Maybe I'll tag along with you,
More babysitting?
if you don't mind.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You take the suitcases?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Keep in touch, okay? Just to let me know how you're doing.
I'll be fine.
I know. But give me a call just the same.
Okay.
Twelve-hour shifts. You see anything that disturbs you, you call me day or night.
It hurts, doesn't it, Renee? I thought maybe you'd forgotten what it was like. You needed reminding.
A picture.
Mom, why's the door locked?
Dad. Patrick!
What's going on, Mom?
Patrick! Patrick! I'm calling for help!
Open the door!
Where is it?
Is this what you're looking for?
Oh, God.
At the tone, the time will be 10:47 and 30 seconds.
Tick, tock, tick, tock. You're running out of time, Renee. We should talk, shouldn't we?
Don't quit on me, Renee. I need you.
Get down there now! Stay away from me.
Maybe you'll be more cooperative with Patrick down here.
You stay away from my son!
Renee! Renee! Take them back! I got it! Renee, stand away from the door!
He's got Patrick and he's upstairs.
Stay there! Stay there!
What?
He's gone.
Oh, God. He's taking Patrick with him. Oh, God. No.
Mom!
Patrick.
Mom.
You okay? Oh, my God, I was so worried.
I got at the window and then I climbed downstairs. What's going on?
It was him.
He's gone. You okay?
If he's not gonna let me quit, I'm sure not gonna let him win.
Came up empty on the ground crew.
Is this the best they could do?
We're lucky to get anything at all. Snyder was jumped from behind. The witness who gave us this wasn't too far away.
Could be anyone.
Somebody on the walls?
There's hundreds of pictures.
Remind me.
Let's try again. Victims, their families, people they were connected to. I don't know what we're looking for.
This is the Oakland Wall. Here's the memorial service. I need to see more pictures from the memorial service in Oakland. Can I have a copy of that sketch? It's him. It's gotta be. I actually remember bumping into this guy. This has to be a disguise. Can we strip it away?
Get the computer guy out there.
The mustache could be fake. Let's lose it.
I'm doing the laundry. This is fun.
What about the hair color?
That's the same, but it's thicker on the mourner. Can we thin it out?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's lose the glasses.
What do you think?
Is that thing waterproof? Of course not.
Hey. Wait a minute. I know this face. I was just looking at it.
Here, look at this.
Up here. Right here. This is him.
We've got him. Way to go, Patrick.
Who is it?
This is the Seattle crash wall. Karen Ives. His wife was the pilot of Flight 331.
Michael Ives, he's been on our list from the beginning. Somebody get me an address!
You got it.
It's all clear, Renee.
My Seattle report.
TRA. Here's how he was able to gain access. Renee, check the rest of the closet.
Got it.
What is it?
His training manual. He's been offering us practical demonstrations of each of my theories about the Seattle crash, proving one by one they'd work.
You came up with 4 potential causes for his wife's plane to crash. He's only reenacted 3 of them.
Which means we're still due for one final demonstration.
Wallace?
What?
Okay. Transregional's going up again.
I am personally committed to making certain that no aircraft on the face of this planet is more thoroughly inspected than a TRA jet. By taking to the air again, we're going to demonstrate that not just my company, but that this great country of ours cannot and will not be held hostage by a madman.
What is going on?
Pierce has been pushing really hard for limited FAA recertification, and they finally gave it to him.
But Ives is still out there, and he's definitely not finished. You can't let Pierce fly even one plane.
Well, the new schedule is mainly symbolic, just a few flights from his major hubs.
Why's he even bothering? I mean, who's going to fly his airline with our guys still out there?
If he makes the seats cheap enough, he'll get people to fill them.
What kind of security measures is he taking?
His aircraft are being checked from top to bottom.
By the airline itself?
No, FAA inspectors.
Check out? Yeah, that checks out.
Everything okay up there?
Everything's perfect.
Attention departing passengers on flight 33. Boarding now at gate 25.
Son, who'd you steal this from? All right, that's enough. Get off the cover.
Renee, this is Tom Mason, head of security for Atlanta Airport.
This is the bag we found. That's the suspect.
Okay. Hey, man. Let's go through it.
It's not our guy.
No. But this is.
Had you seen him before? No, but they've been flying him in from all over for these inspections. I mean, he had his credentials and everything.
Was he around any particular aircraft?
Sure, he's calling all over one bound for Miami.
Has it taken off yet?
Yeah.
When?
5, maybe 10 minutes ago.
Sorry about noise.
Oh, no.
Just
Quite all
boys,
right.
you know.
What do you plan on telling them?
Well, it's got to be rudder control again. Colorado was metal. Oakland was contaminated hydraulic fluid. Preliminary word on Mark's crash was that it was caused by a false warning signal.
What's that leave?
It leaves a fault in the rudder electronics.
This is Dawson, one of our controllers.
You've been expecting him, Brennan. Follow me, please.
616. This is Renee Brennan of the NTSB. There's a very real possibility that your aircraft has been sabotaged and that you're at risk of having a failure of your flight control system.
Copy that, Atlanta. Please advise appropriate action.
Disengage your yaw damper. Ignore all rudder fault indicators. Come around to heading 270.
Say again, Atlanta?
Come on, 616. Don't tell me you've forgotten how to fly an airplane without all those computers.
This is all wrong.
It will be if you don't listen to me, so just do it. Now listen to me. It's only a machine. And if you believe that machine right now, you're going to kill everyone on that aircraft.
And just shut the systems down and fly the thing.
What the? Turn that switch off. Give me full manual. Don't know.
overreact. You can pull it out.
Maximum power. Give it all you got.
Just level it off.
Come on, baby. Come on.
616, confirm status. 616, come back.
512, maintain altitude.
616, come back.
616, confirm. Inbound. Got a little bumpy there, Atlantic Control.
Way to go, man.
Way to go.
It's beautiful. He rerouted the board. It's beautiful.
It's nice work in that control tower.
Oh, shaking like a leaf.
No one could see that.
How about you?
Keen observation goes with the job.
What about insight?
Try me.
What do we do about finding him before he tries this again?
Could be anywhere by now.
Or he could have stuck around, like he did in Oakland.
Better make sure security's keeping that in mind.
Thank God we finally got a break.
I wouldn't thank anybody yet. Our guy's still out there someplace. Renee Brennan.
You must be feeling very proud of yourself tonight. I was impressed. I really was.
I'm afraid I can't say the same thing. I mean, you really blew it with this last one, didn't you? Ives?
Yeah, just check it. See if it passes.
Wallace! Seatbelt!
Major Wallace!
Call security now!
Security, this is Hutchins. We got trouble. Now.
Come on.
Where are you taking me? Let me go! Let me go!
What do you want?
I just wanted to have a little talk with you.
You could have told me why.
You know.
No.
You report the truth, Renee.
The truth?
You warned him it could happen again, right? But they never took corrective action, did they? Instead, they blamed the pilot, my wife. First, they took her life, and then they took her name! It tore my heart out, you know?
And what about your victims?
A body count seemed to be the only way to get their attention. If they wouldn't take you seriously, why should they listen to me, huh? Don't you understand? I did this because of you. Your report made it clear to me what could have happened. I don't care what's gonna happen to me now, but I want you to clear Karen's name. Do you understand?
You think this is how she would have wanted you to defend her, by acting like a coward? No!
You're the coward! Instead of standing up for what you believe in, you let yourself be used.
You ever wonder who went to all the trouble to kill your report? It was Mark. Who had a chance to advance his career at the FAA by keeping you in line, huh?
You're lying.
You know I'm not. You know damn well. You know I got.
Renee,
He was waiting for me.
let me get you outside.
Get out! What are you doing? Come on!
What's going on? Besides!
You can't possibly get away.
I don't think he wants to.
Never thought I'd be relieved to see a crash that resulted in a fatality. His body was charred beyond recognition.
Yeah, he would have to take out the Gulf Stream. I hate commercial jets more than I hated that thing.
Well, let's just call it his parting shot.
No, it was just an out. What he said about Mark was his parting shot.
You know, even if what he said was true, that Mark was working against you, you can't let that be your defining memory of him.
It's hard. I mean, would all of this have happened if he'd been straight with me?
That's a question you can't ask yourself, because there's no chance you'll ever find an answer.
But he lied.
By not admitting to you that his career was more important to him than you were?
Maybe that's true for both of us.
You were doing your job, and he was doing his. You two just never came to grips with the fact that you're on opposing teams.
And a lot of people died because of that.
Come on. We got a plane to catch.
We may never know what motivated this individual. But thanks to the combined efforts of the FBI, headed by Agent Wallace, the NTSB, led by Renee Brennan, and my own wonderful people at the Crisis Center here at Trans-Regional Airlines, the skies of America, are once again safe to
We're
fly.
on TRA flight 227.
Pearson has been control doctors.
Yeah, give the public what it wants to hear.
When are you heading back?
Not for a couple of days. I gotta wrap some things up here first.
Well,
You all right about flying TRA?
not particularly, but I'll manage.
Well, look at it this way. There isn't a fleet in the country that's been more inspected than this one. You take care, okay?
You too.
Mom, we gotta go.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, Miss Brennan. Hang on a minute. Come with me, please. Where were you? The ladies and gentlemen of the press wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stayed away.
Well, I wanted to talk to you, too. I want to thank you for everything you've done.
Well, that's a pretty meaningless gesture at this point.
Well, now, I can understand how you might feel that way, but under the circumstances...
If you understood how I felt, you never would have let your planes fly again while Ives was still out there. And a lot of people would still be alive. None of those lives can be replaced. And the lives of their loved ones can never be repaired. So, why don't you talk to your press? And be sure to tell the world that you're the one who chose to keep flying. Tell the families that you're the one who let their parents and children die. Maybe they'll forgive you, maybe not. All I know is I don't think I ever can. Let's go.
Way to go, Renee.
Thank you.
Well, I feel her pain. I think we can all feel her pain.
But let me tell you something about this remarkable woman.
Thank you.
She had to withstand an incredible
Thank you.
amount of criticism.
It's Brennan, B1 and 2. Enjoy your flight.
Say goodbye to Pierce?
Oh, yeah.
I knew you would. Okay, Patrick?
Chief, what's going on?
Glad you're here, Agent Wallace. This could be federal. Where is it?
What's up?
Over there, sir. Execution-style killing.
What is this, some kind of a mob thing?
No, I don't think so. It was a pilot.
Which airline?
Trans-regional.
Sorry.
It'll be okay, Mom.
FBI, have to get on that plane.
Hey, they've already closed the door.
Tell them to open it!
What's going on?
FBI, we have to hold this flight.
You have to what?
Just be a few minutes.
What is this?
Renee,
What happened?
I need to check the cockpit.
Why?
Playing it safe, but something may have happened to the pilot.
He's fine. I just talked to him.
You've flown with him before?
Hundreds of times. They picked one of the best crews for this flight.
Well, that's good to hear.
Besides, if anything did happen, there's an extra pilot up there who could take over.
An extra pilot?
He's dead heading back to Washington, D.C. with us.
But you don't know him, is that right?
Well, no, but everything should be fine.
So this is good.
I need this door open. You got a key?
Yeah.
We're moving. We're moving.
Oh, my God.
My God!
Can we lower the slide? Evacuate the passengers.
Not while we're moving!
Yeah, I got it. Right there.
Yeah, he's doing.
Air West 230, you're cleared for runway 27.
Trans-regional 227, you are not cleared to taxi.
Yeah.
Hold for instructions.
It's coming right at us. We've got to get this door shut. Help me.
My God, the door's open!
Help me close the door.
Close the door!
Trans-regional 227, you are not cleared for takeoff. Abort takeoff. 227, do you read?
Everything's fine.
Sir, it's all right. Everything's
What's wrong with the plane? Hey,
It's all right. Everything's all right. Trust me.
Hey, be careful. If a bullet goes through the fuselage...
It could get any worse? I don't think so.
Oh!
Unless you want me to end it right now, back off!
Renee,
I got her.
get her up. Oh, God.
I'll carry you.
No. It's
Come on this way.
Let's get
Come
her
on.
out of here.
I got you. Sit here.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Mom, you're hurt.
Patrick, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
This is Captain Ives, folks. It's looking like we could hit a little weather as we cross the California basin. With luck, I can find a window around it, but I'd like to remind you that the seatbelt sign is still on.
I don't get it.
The weather report from Vancouver is rain. What else is new?
Vancouver?
Temperature on arrival should be 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Hope you brought
This
your
was just
winter
an
coats and
earlier part of the
umbrellas.
cockpit voice recording from Flight
We'll be reaching
339.
cruising
How
altitude
much
of
earlier?
39,000 feet in a few minutes.
A few minutes. I don't know. Not
We're
many.
out of 4,500 for 11,000.
Trans-regional 331, climb 16,000, maintain 180.
Oh, my.
180.
Climbing to 16,000. Heading 180.
I was demonstrating the 4 mechanical causes that could have thrown the plane into free fall.
That still leaves one last reason for the crash. The one his wife took the heat for.
Pilot error.
Maybe he wanted to share the experience with her.
Oh, God.
But to make it complete, you'd want to wait for the right moment, the right altitude. So he could make that fall all the way, just like she did.
With us going along for the ride.
She was at 35,000 feet when her plane began to drop. That doesn't leave us much time.
You take him out, I can fly the plane.
Wait a minute, no. There's still a lot he can do to cripple the plane before you can get to him. Does anyone have a penknife? I do.
Where are you going?
To stop him. You stay here and be ready to take him down. Whoa!
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take the controls away from him for 15 seconds. That's how long you'll have to get into the flight deck. Then the power will be back on.
Hey! She's my mom. I gotta help her.
Trans-Regional 331, this is San Francisco Control. You're cleared for 28,000 feet. Maintain course.
Roger, San Francisco Control. Climbing to 28,000. Good day.
But what's happening?
Don't know. You sure we can afford to wait?
Renee's right. Ives will keep throwing the plane around the sky. Keep us off of that flight deck. We have to give her a chance.
What do we do?
We've got to get through to those panels.
All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. Here, I can do it.
Careful.
Okay, I can get through there.
Okay, be careful. All right.
Come on.
Okay.
You know what all these switches are for?
Every single one of them. It's getting bad back there.
Can't wait any longer.
34,000 feet. Goodbye, Karen.
Okay. Help me get these out.
Oh my gosh.
All right, this is it.
You gotta fly this thing!
I don't think I can.
Help me. Okay. I want you to go back the other way.
Mom, I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
Here. Come on.
Okay, go back the other way.
Mom, I'm going with you.
Here, give me a hand.
Oh my God. Where's Donald?
He's been hit. You don't have to do it. Ives is dead.
I can't fly us there.
If you give up now, everybody dies.
Here, let me help you.
Way to go, Renee.
I'll get the co-pilot. Put him down over here.
I'm okay.
Okay, let's see if you can stand up.
Come on. Here, easy, easy, easy. There we go, there we go.
Okay. I've got you.
Okay, set him down. Put him down. Easy,
Okay,
easy.
okay.
That's it.
What do
That's
you
it.
need,
It's gonna
Holly?
hurt.
All right.
Gauze? Right here.
Ow.
Okay, hold pressure there. Lots of pressure.
Ow.
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Take care of him.
Can you land this thing?
You gonna stay up here and help me?
No, no, no. Being a co-pilot was never part of my government job. I've never landed an aircraft.
That's okay. I haven't either.
You kidding?
No, I've done simulators 1,000 times, but I've never landed the real thing.
Simulators.
Renee, this is Atlanta Center. We show you on a 7-mile final established on the glide slope. Maintain your rate of descent.
Yes, we've got her on the screen.
You know what he's talking about?
Yes, I do, but I've never done this for real.
It's okay.
Keep it level, Renee. Pull flaps now.
Go ahead, you're doing fine.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
You're doing great. Start the flare. Pull back. Pull back. Back further. Now cut the power. Way to go, Renee.
You did it.
We did it. Donald?
I'll go see if he's okay.
Hey. You did it. Look, Mom, I should have said this a long time ago, but I'm really, really sorry about what happened to Mark. I know how much he meant to you.
Yeah, he did. Hey. Oh, thank you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Your boss is gonna be okay. So, you gonna fly us home to D.C. tonight?
No, I think I'll go back to being a white-knuckle passenger.
You know, we could always drive back home.
What a wonderful idea.